obstacles and then crosses them over into the light. And then we have James von Prague, who actually was sort of the reason the series started, who does something a little bit different than what Melinda does. He actually talks to people who have already crossed over and sort of need to get in contact with their loved ones. And so he and I spent a lot of time together.
Okay, in the back here?
Hi, I wanted to ask you, you started in show business from your early age. So when you will get your children, will you let them to go into show business with 10 years, or will you let them go when they're 18, 20 or something like that?
I don't know, we were talking about this the other day, because I had said to him, I said, would you let your kids act? And you said yes, right?
Put them to work.
Why would you let your kids act?
Because the Wayans clan, the Wayans, if you know who they are, they have a very abundant group of family, and they stick together, they make their own projects, and they're constantly doing it. And I look at Miley Cyrus, who is very healthy with her parents. And if your kids are creative, it's every way. I mean, why not? It doesn't mean you have to put them in a Pampers commercial when they're one. We both have a good life, so it wouldn't be like we'd be stage parents. I'm sure the kid would want to do it.
Yeah, I think I would let my kids do it early. I mean, I didn't really sort of have anything too horrible. They went haywire in my brain because of starting really young. So hopefully my kids would be cool with it.
Okay, right here on the right.
Jennifer, you said you are not pretty enough, or you have had that kind of image of yourself. Why is that? And you have had some troubles of your weight. So is it all over? And what do you think about that you have to keep in shape?
I think I think being in the entertainment industry, which is full of the most beautiful people in the world, I don't think there's anybody in it that fully all the time feels like, yeah, I can compete, I can hold up. I mean, you know, when you're in a business where like your picture's on the same, you know, page as Angelina Jolie, Halle Berry, and, you know, Giselle Bündchen, you kind of look at those three and go, huh, I'm the ugly stepsister in that picture. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just hard to sort of feel super confident all the time. And that was a while ago. I'm getting better about it. I'm learning better self-esteem and you know, personal sort of confidence and everything else like that. And as far as having problems with my weight, it's so funny because so many people since I've been here have mentioned that to me. And what I find funny about it is that I've actually never had problems with my weight. I've just been a person. And I was on a beach. I remember it as a beautiful day in my life. I had a great day. I had a really good meal, obviously. And I was in the middle of doing some stupid dance move in the ocean, and somebody took a photo and said I had a problem with my weight. I felt great about myself at that time. I didn't when I saw the photos. They were horrible looking photos. I mean, the guy did me no justice at all. But I haven't had any problems. I've always been really happy. I'm sometimes thinner, sometimes 5 pounds heavier. I've never really been more than 5 or 6 pounds heavier than I am now. I go up at all women have sort of their fluctuation point, and that's it. And at 30 to sort of still be in really, really good shape and feeling pretty good about myself, I think that's an accomplishment. So really my only weight issue has been a photographer and a magazine telling me that I had a weight issue and a weight problem. So.
If you could have any gift, any superpower, what would you choose? And have there been any sort of particularly scary, spooky things happen on set?
If I could have a superpower, I would want to know what Jamie is thinking. I would want to know what Jamie is thinking most of the day, because I think it would be fascinating. Have we had scary things happen on set?
Yeah.
Like what?
I think a light fell from overhead.
One exploded?
One exploded.
Wasn't plugged in.
There are times when we'll do a take. This is really true. I mean, if you believe in orbs or not, we will look at the film and there'll be white circles. There's a lot of weird things. Like you'll be doing a take like in a room this big and all the lights will go out. All of them will go out. Not one light. Even the backup will go out. So there's weird things. There's definitely an energy.
Wasn't there a fire as well or something?
There was a fire.
Well,
When I got hired, the day I got hired, my apartment they were building, hello, was burning down where the fire started at Universal, and it burnt down. And my character dies in a fire, and the episode was called Firestarter. So it was all very.
It was about a girl who starts fires
Yeah.
in Grandview, and our whole set burned up.
Yeah.
So is that the ghost of an old Hollywood star coming back saying, give me a job?
It was
Crazy.
just a weird coincidence. And we were like, hey, Jamie, welcome to the show. He's like, great, really happy to be here.
It burnt the clock down from Back to the Future, which is like the legendary clock on the Universal. Now they're building it up; it's almost done already. But it was really. I remember taking that tour when I was 9 years old, and it was like stuff that I remember. Before I was an actor, I didn't even know. It was just like, it was kind of sad.
So do you think that's ghosts commenting on your cast?
Could be. Boy, it must be from England. That one.
Okay, just behind another brick.
Freddie, it's me again. First of all, Jamie.
Yeah.
Jennifer mentioned about being stood next to Angelina Jolie and thinking, oh, I'm not so pretty. How do you feel when you're stood next to Brad Pitt? And the second question to both of you, it's really refreshing, and I'm sure I speak for everybody here, that you're in a relationship, you're talking about your relationship, you're not being cagey. Is this something you decided from the offset, let's just do that?
Brad Pitt, I look at him and when I look at him, I wish we would overturn Prop 8. You get that joke? I look at him and say, yeah, he's gorgeous. Yeah, I'm attracted to him too. There you go. I'm on that train, the Brad Pitt train. I think he's hot. Now you're in.
As to your relationship.
Actually, Brad Pitt in Buttons, you know, when he's on the motorcycle and the scarf and the glasses, I was on my Vespa, and I had my hat, and I had my friend take a picture. I didn't look like him, but he looked good. Now you know. God, that's going to be an
And
international
maybe that's one of your
game.
fantasies, Jennifer, as well. The two of them together, maybe?
I'm sorry?
The two of them together, maybe one of your fantasies?
You know
With
what,
Brad
we'd
Pitt.
actually really like to be friends with them. We've talked about it. So if Angelina or Brad, in the midst of everything else they have going on, would like to be friends with us,
Oh my
please call.
God, that's
Leave our number.
hilarious.
You know what? We didn't make a conscious choice really about sort of talking about our relationship. It just kind of happened. I think that the nice thing is that I really like talking about Jamie because I'm a really big fan of his. Forget being his girlfriend. I really think he's brilliant as a human being in how he communicates, in who he is, and how he treats people, in his talent. And so it's a joy to be able to sit and talk about somebody that you really admire. And that's besides our relationship. We also didn't really have a choice because we've been hounded from the moment that people found out. It's been everywhere. And so, you know, I've never really gotten the whole, oh, no, there's nothing there. And there's pictures of you, like, making out in a restaurant. I mean, it's like, well, what is there then, you know? So I think it wasn't really conscious, but I think we're comfortable with it. You?
It's the same thing like I told you yesterday. It's like, you know, I feel the same about her. I mean, I've grown to, I didn't know what it was like to be in a public relationship. I never really had one before, you know. Well, you've had, yeah.